Starting from the 9th century in the territory of Salento, located in South Apulia, the economy was based on wheat, then on oliviculture and lamp oil used as combustible. In these territories there are large expanses of monumental olive trees, sign of the culture of this age. The granaries, arose in subsoil of town, were converted in so-called olive oil mill basement extracted from tuff. The reason that convinced to prefer olive oil mill built in the rock rather than olive oil mill built on the ground was the need of it, because the oil solidifies at 6 degrees, so that simplify the processing of oil extraction, rendering the location lukewarm. Moreover, the cost of labor was moderate, because it wasn't requested to do work of highly qualified person, but only arms labor, and wasn't implied the purchase and the transport of building material. Another advantage was the rapid and direct emptying of olive sacks in cells, through openings situated in the middle vaults. Olive oil mill basements were located in 2 or 5 meters under road level, accessed by a ladder, usually covered with a vault, that led into a compartment high in 2 or 4 meters. In the drawing we would have variations. The main setting of an olive oil mill was represented by a big central compartment, where it was located the tank for the milling. Other compartments were destined to the stall, kitchen and dormitory for the workmen. The main instruments used in an olive oil mill basement were storage holds, so-called shade, were the departure point of all the olive oil making process. They were a sort of fireplace excavated in the rock that connected the road with the olive oil mill in which the farmers emptied the olives waiting for the process. Also for the farmers the entrance was prohibited, for prevent both olive and oil theft. With the chipping oil tank that allowed the olives milling, obtained an olive paste that later passed to the squeezing out. Inside there were 2 big and hard cylindrical stones that turned on the same axis, pulled by a mule. The presses were the instruments that allowed the oil extraction starting from the olive paste. Here the olive paste that came from by the grinder was deposited on pressing mats, so-called fisculi, built with reed and put under the presses for the first squeezing out. This procedure was repeated more times. The oil came out and was deposited in settling well, then was picked and deposited in other containers in order to be sold. There were 2 types of wood press. Calabrese press, big and composed with 2 screws. It was the less efficient because it needed 4 people for the activation. Genovese press, small and composed with 1 screw. It needed only 1 person for the activation.
Siamo salentini dell'umunno cittadini, radicati all'immensavi con l'ingrecia bizantini, uniti tra su stile o scegli giamaicani.